I never thought it's a big this thing I'm taking, but I knew that I don't want to come back home.
How do you think CKR 21-year-old built that mindset? Because you're saying, right? Because everything was there. There was a difference of you walked out, but you started from scratch. You're okay to drive a cycle. You're okay to do that. When everyone is saying no, how do you think? Was it your mom's influence, dad's influence, or what is that influence?
I would only say it's an attitude built by my parents. Nothing can explain. I would say my parents.
You can't tell
friends,
this is what happened, that's
this is
what
what
happened.
happened. Because my parents, friends, because your society also around shapes you what you are, kind of this thing. So my brothers all had people who are very well-to-do as friends, but I had a lot of fishermen sons, and that kind of downtrodden people, kind of this thing is my friends. So I could able to relate with them. I could able to understand their pain, kind of thing, the simple living, all I could able to kind of thing. So that also, it was very natural to me, if you look at. So I never thought it's a big, this thing I'm taking, but I knew that I don't want to come back home.
That was very clear. How long did it take for you to taste the first success?
I would say it was a touch and go for a while, but I would say that I was able to roll, honestly, able to roll and manage. That means I struggled. This month rent I will give, this month salary I give, kind of this thing. So touch
You
and
could
go.
make ends meet.
Ends meet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I became a survivalist. Okay. I started able to survive, kind of this thing and all. But I was not happy being a survivalist. I said I need to move on to the next level. So building the business started doing, but business also going down. Sometimes it's struggle, kind of this thing. It's not too much money. It's just enough to meet my ends. But all I did is, anything that I got extra in business, I started investing in people. More feet on street, more number of missions, growth. So once it's done, kind of this thing and all, then put money into advertisement. Okay. Then money started coming in, innovations. R&D started feeding innovations. Then you started winning in the market. Then go to the next state. Then go to the next state. Replicate the success. I think that's a thing I would say that we
So
went
this
on.
looks like common sense, which is not taught in management schools.
Yeah, that's correct. Absolutely.
It's actually common sense. But I somehow feel South entrepreneurs have it in their DNA. They kind of think like this only. Do you feel it is something which we have in our DNA or what?
I don't know whether it is South or not, but entrepreneurs have it in common, is my viewpoint, if you ask me. It is, if you don't have that common sense running in your blood, you may not be successful. You may not be a successful entrepreneur. You may crash land somewhere. It's my viewpoint. So this is very natural. Your intuitive brain inside constantly cautions you or tells you that is the right next step to do. You may not know till such time, but you will know that this is the time to do. But one good thing is that I always act just ahead of time. And that was also one of the plus points I noticed. It is quite natural, but I cultivated that over a period of time to be proactive. So it is all I would say. And one of the important things when I came out of home, if you look at, I was not the very poor academics. A lot of always pass in border mark, Tamil medium, all these things are on. And I can't read or understand English well at all. So what I did is I stopped all my Tamil dailies, Tamil magazines. I started buying Hindu paper, Business World, Business India, and started reading them. Didn't understand, but I had the habit of daily morning reading. So I have to take it out. I don't understand. Then I bought a dictionary, learn 5 words, write 5 sentences with each word. That means 25 sentences I will write, and do that disciplinedly. Over a period of 2.5 years, my vocabulary capability has gone up to over 4,500 words. So clear. It is, whenever I use that, initially when I read Hindu paper, I can't make out with the headlines what it means. Now after that, just very easy. Few words I don't even know. Understand. That was a new one I pick up. Contextually, I started understanding. I don't need to anymore refer the dictionary because contextually understand this word means this.
Correct.
And repeatedly seeing, then you understand what's the meaning because you see the word in the practical sense, how it is being used in several places. Then started getting into the habit of audio cassettes listening, all the management, self-improvement cassettes. So that I think became a thing. Once you like the concept, implement. This is a discipline. And started reading them, started adapting myself. One of the things in the 10 Natural Laws of Successful Time and Life Management book, Dr. Hiram Smith's very clear, many things I learned out of that. One very fundamental thing I would say is it magic 2.5 hours? Every day spend 2.5 hours for yourself. Don't do office work, clearing files, bills, mails, say nothing. So can you improve that? That is where the self-improvement books, visualization, thinking, all these things I started structuring in such a way and reading and learning. And I will read for 15-20 minutes and next 15-20 minutes I will think which is the one I like, how do I apply in my life? That's a very important thing.
So you don't stop with reading, you also pause and reflect.
Reflect and create a strategy to apply. That's a very important step. If I don't do that, I used to write in my one notes. Okay. Minimum 2.5 hours to maybe 4 hours a day outside office hours investing in myself.
That discipline is still there now also?
I don't know any other way to spend time.
So what's a daily schedule of CKR today right now?
I wake up at 4:30, 4:45. So then I think at 6:45, 7 o'clock I go for a walk. Then walk is also included in the 2.5 hours. You know, friends come in or like-minded thing.
So you have conversation.
Conversation of only management topic. Not
every single day.
Nothing else.
No
it
politics,
is
no
self-improvement.
movies, nothing. No masala.
No masala. No masala. I learn, I reinforce, they learn, they challenge, they give their concepts, learn each other. That's a very important thing.
Okay.